Hi, welcome to Nina in the Kitchen, where today I'm going to show you how to roast peppers. Why would you want to bother roasting peppers? It's just that a sweetness comes out of them. It is so delicious, and bell peppers, because of their fleshiness, they're perfect to roast over an open fire. You can also do it under your broiler if you don't have a grill outside. I have a grill with a side burner. If you have a gas stove, lucky you, because you can do this there. But these are the peppers we're roasting. I have a few that I've already done. Let me show you what I did. Well, this is all that you do. I start out on the shoulders of the pepper by putting that right in the middle of the burner. I don't know if you can see this, but the flame is on right now. And as soon as that chars, and by char I mean you want it black as coal, and it will pop and hiss, and that's a good sign. That means that you're cooking. So that's beginning to cook, which is a good sign. Now I'm going to flip this over, and you see here we have some nice charring. So I'm going to turn that on its side, and as it chars on each side, I rotate. This is something that I do if I have just a couple of peppers that I want to roast, maybe for a particular dish, like a pizza or something like that. If I'm doing many of these, 6 to 8, let's say, then I will turn my grill on, put it on high, and over direct heat, you can char these peppers. Turn this as it chars. You just peek, see what it's doing. Well, this is charred all the way around, and where it's not, these little pieces here, don't worry about that, because the next step is to put this inside the bowl and then put a cover on it. What that does is it allows these vegetables to keep steaming. As you can see, I have other peppers in here, and what happens is they become very soft. There's some juices at the bottom of this bowl, and that's what will happen to the one that we just put in there. Now we're ready to clean these peppers up. You can run them underwater, but that takes all of the char and all that smoky goodness away. So here's what I do. I use some latex gloves, or non-latex. What are these called now? Nitrile. These little charred bits can get under your fingernails, and it's a bit of a mess to clean up. There's some liquid at the bottom. Keep that. That's very, very good stuff. So this goes back on. These three have been under that cover for about a half hour. Some people like to use a brown paper bag. They will put these into a paper bag and let them steam in there, or a plastic bag. I like using a bowl with a lid because you can just reuse it over and over and over again. Here's how you clean it. You just cut an opening. One at a time is easiest. You take the stem out, and you cut away these ribs. Any juices that are in there are very sweet, and you do want to keep those, so I will put those back into this bowl. Then you flip it over. And the easiest way that I found is just use some paper toweling and just rub this off. If some char stays, that's okay. So this is all the char that came off. And of course, you'll do this better because in your kitchen, you can work near the garbage disposal or just throw it right into the trash. But from here, I just cut strips. Well, these have all been cut and they are prepped, and I just wanted to show this to you. Now you can leave these in half pieces, and you'll see this skin that comes off of it. Sometimes where the pepper is not charred, you'll see this little piece of skin coming off. And you can certainly leave it on, but it peels right off, because what's happened is as these peppers were on the flame, they started to blister. So it's easily peeled off. I wanted to show you that. Also, I like to cut them in strips like this. These are a great addition to any sandwich. They're great as an antipasta. They're great as an appetizer. You can top salads with it. They're really delicious. And here's what I like to do. In order to store this, what you want to do is just pour olive oil over it and be generous with the olive oil. You can actually, if you're going to store them for any length of time, you want to fully cover this. This can go in smaller packages if you'd like in the freezer, I also like to put a little garlic in mine. And what is traditional in some families is to also put some basil. There's no salt, there's no vinegar in here. It's just the sweetness of these peppers marinating in this beautiful extra virgin olive oil. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope you try this because it is really fantastic. It's a great addition to your repertoire. Thanks again. Bye, guys.